Hey guys, Carl at Technical Enduro Skills Training School. Just a very quick update video on the TSP ECU and head upgrade. So I recently sold my KTM, got a new gas EC300 two-stroke. Absolutely love the bike. Bought it second-hand from a guy in Wales, Nicky. Thanks Nicky, great bike. Unfortunately, I sold my TSP kit with the last bike because the guy who took it just wanted the bike as is. But it's allowed me the opportunity to get back in touch with Brad at TSP UK, and Brad has sent me the new system. I've paid for it, so this is not a paid promotion video by any stretch. I just love the system too much. I was missing it on this bike and I wanted to have it back. A couple of interesting things. So they have changed the insert system. So previously you had two pieces. You had a base unit and a head, and the two fitted together, and then it went on the bike like that. So this is the base plate. This is a medium compression base plate. You get low, medium and high. A lot of customers wanted more base plates to play around for different races, different venues, etc. But the manufacturing of this head was considerably more expensive. So the guys in Australia came up with a better, more cost-effective way of doing it. So they are now, and they're happy to admit what they're doing is they're mimicking the design of some of the other heads that it's available, because it allows customers to buy inserts much cheaper. So you can now buy your head and your insert, and the two just slide together a little bit like that. Your spark plug goes in there and then it goes on. And so I've actually bought two heads with this one, again because I want to have the options. I've got the low head, got the medium head. I'm going to go with the low head. That's my favorite by far. But when I do an event like, for example, Sea to Sky, if I do a beach race or anything like that, I'll definitely go with the medium head. Far more powerful, noticeably more powerful. When I was riding hard enduro with the medium head previously, I mean, it's a strong performing head, and so I was getting a little bit of arm pump and stuff. You know, I'm not getting any younger. So the low head's my head. I loved it. It's still better performance than the stock head. Makes the bike smoother, raises the torque up by a certain percentage all through the rev range. It's a fantastic insert, so I highly recommend that. Excuse me. At the same time, we're going to eliminate the thermostat kit. So I've got the two hoses. You can buy these from your KTM dealer. It just gets rid of the thermostat. The thermostat is there predominantly to prevent cold starts. We don't really have that issue in the UK much, but what the thermostat does is it sort of limits flow to one of the radiators, so it allows the bike to warm up a bit quicker. The problem is that it limits the flow to a radiator, so you want your coolant to flow through the system as best as it can for the best performance. You look on any pro's bike, they've all eliminated the thermostat kit. You just need to spend time warming your bike up properly. Follow the procedures in the manual. It's not rocket science. What I do is I pull the little cold start lever, click the starter, let the bike warm up to a certain temperature, and then I've pulled the cold start off, and then I ride the bike. We're going to go with Evans waterless coolant. This stuff's amazing. Been running it in all of our bikes for 10 years or more. It raises the boiling point of the liquid in the cooling system. Not that you want to get your bike that hot, but the reality is, because it raises the boiling point, the pressure of the liquid doesn't expand as much as water, and so even when it does reach 90 something, 98, 100 degrees, the stuff doesn't boil over. And so when you have a temperature sensor on your bike, you have a fan, you know what's going on, you don't have a risk of losing your fluid as easily as you would with a water-based coolant. So that's one of the things we're going to do. I'll show you how I fit it. I've made a little bodge to fit the temperature gauge. I had a spare Trailtech temperature unit with a thermostat that slides into the radiators, and that's how I keep check of my temperature of my bike. Quick note on fuel injection. So look, you know, ride the bike that you like, of course. You know, it's your money. Spend it on the tool and the weapon that you prefer. I love the TPI bikes. I don't think they were quite right 18 and 19. They needed a lot of fine-tuning. From 2020 onwards, they got significantly better. The reality is still that you know, KTM falls under Euro regulations. They produce a very high volume of bikes. That means they have to comply to Euro regulations. And to comply to Euro regulations, they've mapped the bikes in such a way that they come across the line as lean and as clean as possible. That opens up the world to companies like TSP, who can actually map the bike and create conditions in the bike to turn it into what it should have been right from the factory, right from the beginning. I don't think right now there's any good argument for not going fuel injection. Fuel injection has been around for decades. Superbikes went fuel injection in the early 2000s. Four strokes have been fuel injected for many years. Even outboard engines on boats have been fuel injection for many years. Fuel injection is definitely the technology that is here to stay, and so is unquestionably the right thing. Using TSP's mapping, they add fuel and oil in all the various places where it needs to. In some cases they take a little bit away because it's been overfueled or over-oiled at the higher up RPMs. So yeah, very good feeling that comes out of the bike. More torque, more power, all the way through the rev range with the TSP kit. Right guys, so this is my new to me gas. You can see here a few things fitted to the bike. Number one, gripper seat cover. Love this thing. It'll be the first upgrade I make to any future bike. The amount of energy it saves your arms is on another level awesome. I made a little bodge. I had a spare Trailtech temperature gauge, so I just cut a little hole in the rad scoop, slid it into the radiator there, and so it's a standalone temperature gauge unit. You can see here I'm running the TBR clamps, and also, very sexy, the TBR fork sliders. Very easy to fit, and they look pretty, obviously, which is the main reason I've got them on, but yeah, they might help with the fork sliding through the tubes a bit better. I've gone with the Chirby's wraparound handguards. I wanted lighter weight ones, but unfortunately with the new brake tech levers, it's a bit complicated to find stuff that fits. Yeah, you can see I've got some black wheels again, just a second-hand set of black wheels that I've gone with, and I'm running currently 12/48 gearing on my bike with a new RK chain. So yeah, I have upgraded the little fuel thing to an aluminium version because they are plastic on these bikes and they break very easily, and the previous owner of the bike had already made some upgrades to improve the TPS sensor, and also down here on the chain block. Other than that, bike is pretty much stock. Yeah,